Fiesta means party, so the name works. If ever there was a tableware that was all about celebrating, this is it.
The colors are fun and bright, and I think that leads up to giving you that kind of a happy feeling.
Fiesta ware is something that everybody can like. It has a shape from a dinner plate to a salad to the ovals and everything else in between.
It's easily the most widely collected dinnerware in the United States today.
Ever since it was introduced by the Home Laughlin China Company in the 1930s, Fiesta ware has attracted an almost cult following.
I know people who have put additions on their homes to house their Fiesta collection.
Part of its appeal is that it's mix and match tableware. Buy one color or buy many. The palette is designed so that none of the colors clash.
If we have a color and it doesn't look that great when it's all blended with the other ones, then it's not going to be a good mix and match color. So besides being a color on their own, they also have to blend well with the others.
They introduce a new color and retire one every year. Scarlet is their all-time bestseller. But Fiesta ware is also famous for those concentric rings found on every piece, from plates to mugs to creamers.
The shape of Fiesta was Art Deco, and at that time was the latest thing. And over the years, that Fiesta shape has never gone out of style. It's just as modern today as it was 60, 70 years ago. That's why it's endured.
And it has endured, still in the same location as it was at the turn of the last century. This region on the banks of the Ohio River was once a gold mine of pottery production.
Originally, they came here because of the natural clay deposits and also because of the river. They needed the transportation.
It was the mecca of the pottery industry in the United States, like Stoke is in Great Britain.
In the 1930s, the Home Laughlin Company recruited a British potter named Frederick Reed. That would turn out to be a very wise decision. It was Reed who, in the dirty 30s, thought of creating a tableware that would brighten American spirits.
People needed that. They needed something that would give them a moment's joy, that wasn't going to break the bank for them to do it.
The Fiesta ware design was downright modern.
At that time, and for 30, 40 years before that, dinnerware was floral decorations, and I think people were getting a little tired of that, and that's why the solid colors appealed to people.
And what colors?
The original 5 colors were ivory, green, blue, yellow, and red.
The Depression ended, but Fiesta ware's popularity kept growing, their colors changing with the times. Today, people still can't get enough of it, and their factory in Newell, West Virginia, is a throwback to another era.
It is a journey in time walking through the 30-some acres under roof that we have here.
It all begins with raw materials, like clay.
We have clay, feldspar, silica, alumina, and we weigh those individual components out, and then we pneumatically transfer them to a large plunger which has water in it, and these materials are added, and we mix it and turn it into slip or slurry, and it's the consistency of half and half or heavy cream.
That slurry is transferred to various tanks in the factory. The next step takes place here, the filter press, where water is removed from the slurry. It is definitely low-tech, where good old-fashioned muscle cranks the filter to extract just the right amount of moisture.
We dewater it and produce filter cake. Now this filter cake has about 18% moisture in it.
The right amount of moisture in the clay is crucial to making this tableware. The cakes are then cut into what are called round pugs, cut just the right size for a plate or a bowl.
So it's taken like a slice of bologna and cutting it up into the slice size that we need to go on the jigger machine.
The jigger machine is a sight to behold and is a throwback to a production technique that is decades old. But as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Fiesta ware is a throwback to Art Deco design of the 1930s, but retro is in, and Fiesta ware is more popular than ever.
As soon as I say the name Fiesta, I do get a lot of stories. Oh, my mother had that, or my grandmother had that, or my sister just got that for her wedding, or what did you do with this, or what's the next color going to be, or those kind of things. So a lot of people do relate to that, and it's kind of fun being the designer that's associated with that name.
It's the product that everybody knows, and they travel here. I've talked to people that make a pilgrimage here. They plan their summer vacations to come and visit our factory.
The bold colors of Fiestaware are its signature, but its shapes are iconic too. And start with this, the pug, a fat slice of soft clay that's ready to be shaped into just the right bowl or plate. It heads to the jigger, a massive yet oh so delicate machine with this bizarre looking tool that swirls the pug into the shape of a bowl in seconds. What's called hollowware, like mugs and pitchers, are made through a different method, casting.
We have a plaster mold that has a shape of the item we're casting. We fill it up with slip and let it sit for 20-25 minutes, and then we open the molds up and we have the piece of ware.
There's another process for creating unusual asymmetrical shapes called a ram press. This literally squeezes the pug between two plaster dies, and voila, a triangular plate emerges. At this stage, every product is sent to the dryer. The moisture content must be just right before it enters the kiln, just 1 to 3%. Otherwise, trouble.
The physical water turns into steam, and it violently does that, and it violently explodes. So if only 1 or 2 pieces were wet, it explodes everywhere and ruins the whole car or multiple cars. It's so violent of an explosion.
Next, it's on to glazing. Color is very important at Fiestaware, so its application matters. Here, items are periodically tested for evenness in the glazing. They're weighed before the glazing and after to make sure just the right thickness is applied. Then, the tableware is ready for the kiln.
The temperature, the max temperature is 2200 degrees Fahrenheit, and from cold to cold, which is entrance door to exit door, takes around 24 hours.
The Fiestaware emerges, ready for use, but not before the lab has checked it for its legendary durability and chip resistance. This old school technique still works. Keep applying pressure until it cracks. It doesn't. Various tests make sure Fiestaware can stand by its guarantee. 5 years of chip-free existence. Throw that in your dishwasher. It's finally packed by hand, boxed, and ready for shipping. 80 years after the first box left this factory, they're still going strong. Longevity is a hallmark of great design. By that definition, Fiestaware is still the life of the party.